Welcome back to our virtual classroom. From brainstorming essay ideas to checking math problems, teenagers are increasingly turning to artificial intelligence for help with their schoolwork. A new survey from San Francisco-based Common Sense Media found that 70% of teens use artificial intelligence tools for their schoolwork. That brings the question, AI can do the homework, but can it do the learning? So joining us now is the founder and CEO of Common Sense Media, Jim Steyer. Hi, Jim. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Good to be here with you.
Okay, so we've been talking about AI a lot this morning, especially and when it comes to education. So how exactly are students using AI for their schoolwork? And I guess the big question is, are they cheating or are they actually getting some help?
So this is a watershed moment. I'd say this back to school time is really a truly watershed moment for the impact of AI on students and classrooms and learning. And as you just mentioned, Gianna, our recent study, Common Sense Media puts out the most research on this topic in the country, and the latest one that came out this week showed that 70% of teens are using AI for schoolwork. But by the way, less than 30% of them are talking to teachers or parents about that. So they're not getting a lot of guidance. How are they using it? Some of them are using it responsibly to help with research and other stuff. But some of the people are literally just plugging in a prompt and having ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever answer their problems set fully or write a paper for them, which they mildly edit. So it raises really big issues about the process of learning and education in the AI era. And, Common Sense Media established the first ever AI Youth Safety Institute, which looks at both the safety of the products, but also how they impact classrooms. And what we're hearing from teachers, as well as students all across the Bay Area and all across the country, is this is a huge issue. And it will literally transform the way kids learn and do their work. And in some ways, that won't be very good.
Yeah, and I think there's two things to address there. Number one, whenever they're using AI, they're sitting in front of a screen and in front of a computer or their phone or an iPad. So there's that part of technology and having that in front of you. But really talk about how this is impacting critical thinking skills, because a part of learning is learning how to ask those questions and understanding why you may have not gotten the correct answer.
That's a great question. And, I think from our prior conversations, I'm also a Stanford professor for many years. So I worry about this with university students as well. Critical thinking skills basically depend on you doing the work, right? It's about you reading something or doing math or science problems, analyzing them, figuring out what the right answers are, looking at the research, sometimes talking to your teachers or your friends about it. But you have to think critically, as you just said, about what the right answer is. If a machine or even a robot can give you the answer, it's obviously going to diminish the critical thinking skills. Thinking and learning is basically like a muscle. And if it's a machine that lifts you and you don't use it at all, muscles are going to get weaker. And that's what we worry about here. It's why you have to have clear rules about the proper and appropriate uses of AI, because there are proper and appropriate uses of AI, whether it's at the high school level, the college level, the middle school level. But there are also ways in which it basically can do the work and the learning for you, which completely wipes out the critical thinking skills and the learning that is most important for education.
So, Jim, I feel like AI is here. It's going to be around. It's a matter of how we learn to use it as teachers and as parents. So let's start there. How can schools use AI really as a tool?
So first of all, Common Sense, as you know, John, is the biggest group in the country focused on this issue. We have AI literacy curriculums in basically 90% of the schools in the Bay Area, and around the country, by the way. So there are curriculums that both do professional development for teachers about how you use AI in the classroom, how students should use it appropriately, and there's a whole parent ed component. But the truth is, everyone has to be involved. Teachers have to really get up to speed about how AI can be used, and actually, in many cases, really limit the use of AI and screens in the classroom. Kids have to understand what the appropriate uses are and what the rules of the roads are that you can't use it for. And parents have to have an overall understanding of AI and how it's affecting their kids' homework and school performance. So this is the year to start. And we are providing resources, but it's going to be a very, very important educational issue this year, next year, the following year. I think we are going to be setting the baselines for how appropriately to use AI, how to encourage learning, and not replace thinking and learning, and really to reinforce the fact that people go first before AI. rather than machines.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's new territory, right? So we're going to have to really figure out
Absolutely.
how to process it. Jim, thank you for this great conversation. We appreciate it. Okay,
Good to see you as always.
You too.